Hello again, everybody. It's me, Marcus, and I review stuff. Today, I'm reviewing the song Muddy Water by King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. I've mentioned before, they are one of my favorite bands right now. After having discovered them really on the channel with you guys requesting them, man, I love this band so much. Their style is just so weird and eclectic, and I love it. I love it. So, Muddy Water is a song that has been requested quite often since I've started reviewing them. You know, every King Giz video or so, somebody will say, check out Muddy Water, Muddy Water. So, we're finally here. We're finally here. I decided to do the live on KEXP version. Because, some people have just requested Muddy Water in general, and some people have requested this live version. So, I really liked what they did with the I'm in Your Mind medley on KEXP. I did that one live as well, and man, they knocked it out of the park. They sounded just as great live as anything I've heard from their studio albums. So really excited to listen to this one live again and just see the energy that they bring to it and really just enjoy the song. So as I mentioned, this does come as a request, so if you would like to request something, please leave a comment down below and I'll be sure to get to it. Alright, let's listen. King Gizzard, this is Muddy Water live. Here we go. what I've come to expect from King Giz. Fantastic job. Enjoyed the energy. There was a lot of good stuff happening that way. Not as crazy as some Nonagon Infinity stuff or anything like that, but still very much enjoyable. I feel like these guys, like so much of their music to me just sounds like a jam session, and I feel like that's of course on purpose, and that's the way that they really write and design their music. But I just feel like every time I listen to their songs, I'm just jamming out. I feel like I'm sitting in and watching this jam session and just being like, yeah, this is cool. I gotta say before the thought escapes my mind. Their keyboardist kind of looks like Stuart from Letterkenny from a certain angle. I couldn't get that out of my mind. Sorry, but yeah, another thing that was just like in my mind randomly was that I had mentioned in my most recent Nightwish video that I thought it was interesting that the bassist was playing like the picked style of bass, because I don't see that as often in some of the music I listen to, but I'm pretty sure the bassist here was also picking, which I thought was cool. Again, it's not something that I see very often. It may happen a little bit more than I realize, just because I don't always watch live performances or what have you. So, but I just thought it was interesting. The bass did sound great, by the way. Loved the guitar solos throughout. It definitely had that signature like King Gizzard weirdness to it in a lot of ways. A lot of distortion, a lot of weird sounds happening. But yeah, overall, I really enjoyed the song. I thought it was great. Another good one from King Gizzard. So anyway, as always, let's break the song down. Let's talk about each part. We're going to start with the lyrics. So, it's hot, it's mean, summer to me. Green grass won't last, sky blue, me too. Helicopter flying over shark bait, shark bite. Cover up, sunburn, leather skin, heat stroke. So it's the summertime, but it's like super hot apparently. And if I remember correctly, these guys are from Australia, so I can imagine what summer down there is like. I mean, hell, it's hot as fuck here in Texas, to the point where I hate going outside after a certain hour or before a certain hour even. So I usually try to get like my workout done at like fucking as early as possible, like 7 a.m., 8 a.m. I want to be done no later than 9 because it gets hot. So totally get what they're saying here. With King Gizzard and what I know about them, there's of course like that thing in the back of my mind that's like, okay, is it an environmentalist thing? It's getting hotter and hotter and hotter, just because again, like that message is very pervasive in a lot of their music. But anyway, let's keep reading it and see if that meaning comes across there. So cover up, sunburn, leather skin, heat stroke, make me dash across the amber coals to meet the sea. So cold it freezes me, my teeth are chattering. Honestly, I might be looking too much into it. It actually just might be about cooling off on a hot day, honestly. Like, it's kind of what I'm getting from it so far. Give me over to the river, my place that loves me. Gum leaves and tea trees, the river is immortal. I'm parched. What does it say here? I wash, I love the salty spray arrest. I'm parched, I love this. I think the lyrics might have been a little bit messed up here. And no amount of bottled water could bottle the stress. I think I'll stop breathing and sink. I'm a boy, not a buoy. That's funny. I like that wordplay. I'm paralyzed. I'm paranoid, out of my element. Okay. No idea what turn this kind of took. Yeah, and no amount of bottled water could bottle the stress. I think I'll stop breathing and sink. I'm a boy, not a buoy. I'm paralyzed and paranoid, out of my element. I prefer the muddy water. So maybe this is a person from like sort of the what's the word I'm looking for? Like the countryside. Not necessarily. They're not used to like a nice clean river or like a nice clean ocean. They're more used to just like the backwoods, backwater type stuff. I prefer the muddy water. It's hot. It's mean. The beach to me. Green grass won't grow. Sky blue. Me too. I don't care for cricket, and I don't care for waves, and I don't care for amour propre. What does that say? Apparently it's a phrase that stems from the French words for love and self. In this case, the speaker is likely saying that they don't care for pampering themselves needlessly with leisure activities. Okay, that makes sense, and I kind of get that here. Like, I don't care for cricket. I mean, I don't know much about cricket, being an American, but I've always imagined it not necessarily being the common man's sport, if you will. So yeah, and I don't care for more potpourri or sandy bays. So I'll jump into the river when you jump into the sea. I feel the hungry fishes coming to nibble at my feet. I lay upon the driftwood underneath the willow tree, and let the muscle men on the beach bask in vanity. I shall choose this life for me any day, anyway, any day, anyway, any day, anyway. So I wonder if it's like a song about being like a country bumpkin, if you will. Like, you know, all the beautiful people are going out to the beach to tan and to swim and to whatever, right? Show off their muscles. He prefers just the muddy waters of the river. You know, he's kind of more of a backwoods kind of guy. I prefer the muddy water. I prefer the muddy water. I prefer the muddy water. Yeah. So that's how the song goes. I think that could be it. I mean, I don't know. I like at first I'm like, okay, and I'm looking at like this. Apparently the name of the album is Gumboot Soup, and it looks pretty like dirty and filthy. So I'm wondering again that part of me that's like, is it an environmental message again, or is he just saying like, you know, I don't pamper myself because I'm more of just like a down home country kind of guy. So I don't know. Tell me. You guys tell me what you think in the comments. I'd be interested to see what you say about this one. I'm excited to actually go listen to the album version. I like hearing it live, but I always do like to come back to the actual studio version and check out what that sounds like. So I'll do that on my own time. But yeah, excited for that. You know, lyrically, I thought it was interesting. Made me think, as always. Had that signature King Gizzard weirdness. So I'm down with it. You know, I'm cool with it. I give it 2 thumbs up. As far as the instrumentation goes, you know, I think Stu McKenzie does a fantastic job throughout the song. One thing I really enjoyed actually was the backup vocals. Oddly enough, like I liked the back and forth, like where he would sing I prefer the muddy water, and the backup singer would echo that I prefer the muddy water. I don't know, it just did something for me where it was like, okay, that sounds good, I like that. Drums were great. Got a lot of good bass from this performance. As I mentioned, the guitar was fantastic, and I really loved the guitar solo in there. I felt like it was very appropriate for the song. You know, sometimes guitar solos can take away from the song, kind of take you out of the song. For me, I felt like this one was very appropriate and really added to that jam session feel to it. So I think instrumentally it sounded great. Like I said, between the drums, bass, guitars, I didn't really hear too much of that keyboard sound unless it was that weird, like, sort of, like, noise that, I don't want to call it noise, but, like, the sounds that I heard that weren't quite, I couldn't quite put my finger on. I think that's what the keyboard was basically responsible for. But it definitely had that, like, even though this doesn't necessarily sound as intense or as fast-paced as some of the other stuff, like I said, like on Nana Got Infinity or I'm In Your Mind, it does have that, they have a very signature sound that they throw in there. I'm not even going to try to replicate it with my mouth, but, you know, very King Gizzard-esque, so I like that about it too. It just keeps it within the, it keeps it within their trademark, if you will. So, yeah, really enjoyed it. Instrumentally, vocally, two big thumbs up there. As far as replay value goes, you know, I got to be honest, every King Gizzard song I've heard, boom, on the playlist. So this one's going to go there too. Like I said, they're one of my favorites right now. I've really enjoyed listening to them. I enjoy continuing to get more requests for them. And yeah, I love reacting to them as well. So they're just a fun band. Love their music. Definitely going to listen to this one again. Huge replay value for me. 2 big thumbs up. Overall, just really enjoyed this song. So thank you for the people who have been requesting this song for the last few weeks. I really appreciate it, and we finally made it. So thank you again. If you would like to make a request, please leave a comment down below, and I'll be sure to get to it. If you enjoyed the music as much as I did, definitely go listen to the artists. Go support them wherever you can. One place you can definitely check out some King Gizzard is going to be in my Spotify playlist. It has every single song I've heard so far on my channel. It's a lot of music, guys. You'll listen to it for a while if you're planning to get all the way through. It's going to take you a while. If you want to support me, just all the normal stuff you do on YouTube, like and subscribe and comment, you know. So that's it for me. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day. Hope you guys are staying safe and healthy. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye for now.